Hey guys, Serge here, co-founder of Chipp. I'm really excited to see what you will build for this hackathon. In this video, I'm going to be walking through how to set up your assistant in Chipp, and we're going to walk through getting your checkout page and packages set up in Chipp. Then we're going to go over to OpenAI and set up your assistant, and then we're going to integrate Chipp and OpenAI so that you can start charging for your assistant and also collecting emails. So when you start, head over to chipp.ai and click Get Started. This is going to bring you to our dashboard. At the dashboard, you're going to see all your key metrics, but you want to go to applications, and you're going to get given a demo application, which you can modify, or you can always create a new application. For the hackathon, you get to submit 5 different submissions and 5 different assistant ideas. So you get multiple shots on goals to win that prize. If you click new application, I'm going to create a financial modeling assistant. This is going to basically help founders and business owners to build a financial model of their business using the OpenAI assistant. I'm going to give them 1,000 free trial credits. Great. I'm going to add a logo to my branding page. And then I'm going to pick the color for the button. And now I have a custom branded checkout page. But I also want to figure out what I'm going to charge my users. I've given them 1,000 free credits, but now I want to give them the option to buy different credit packages at different prices. How do I do that? So in packages, we've already created this default package for you, which you can modify, or you can create a new credit package. Let's say I want to give them 100 credits, and it's a one-time purchase. In the future, you can try and get them to subscribe to your app, but you can start them with a few trial credits, and then I'm going to issue them 100 when they buy this, and it's going to cost them $10. Great. Back in branding and checkout, you can see that that's updated, and this is what my user will see when they want to buy and top up new credits. So the next thing we need to do is go to OpenAI and build our assistant. In OpenAI, make sure you go to openai.com and then click Login. Make sure that you click API, and then head over to the Assistants tab. Here you can see I've made 2 assistants. One is my financial modeler. And to create this assistant, you click Create, give it a name, and then also edit the instructions. So I'm going to keep editing the one that I've made earlier, just so you can see. I've called it the financial modeler, and I've also set up this prompt, which is giving it the instructions of how it's going to respond to the user in the chat interface. You might not see GPT-4, you'll probably see GPT-3 if you're not on a paid developer account. But this basically allows you to choose different models which will give different accuracy, speed, and different reasoning abilities. For now, I'll pick GPT 3.5 Turbo, as it's perfectly good. In here, I can set up the instructions. So I'm asking this financial modeler to be a financial modeling expert with specific knowledge around unit economics, cost and revenue streams around business and startups. I'm also instructing it on certain behaviors that I want it to do in plain English by saying, start by asking the user key metrics about their business to start building their financial model. Keep asking them questions until you get enough information to create the financial model for them. Ask them questions related to cost, overheads, staff, revenue, and also help them to create a hypothetical case to help them explore different business strategies to grow. So you can see I'm setting up behavior in this prompt. Think about your use case, think about your niche. It'd be exciting to see what you come up with. You can also set up different tools with your assistant. So because my tool is a financial modeler, it needs to have accurate math and also build code to be able to generate graphs and financial models. That's why I've toggled on the code interpreter, which helps it to do this. In the future, there might be other tools, but for now, it's code interpreter and also retrieval, which means that this assistant will be able to look up files that you give it. An example of this might be all of the blog posts that your company has made, or all of the training documents that your company has made. And then if you toggle on retrieval, it will allow this assistant to tailor its responses to the information you've given it in these PDF files or text files. You can also work with CSVs and help build analysis off of data that you have. So let's click Save and copy something very important across to Chipp. So we need to get this assistant ID, which is this long string of text here. You can also find it underneath the name. And then once I've got that, I go back into Chipp. Back in Chipp, I can go to the playground. And in the playground, I want to copy and paste that assistant ID there. I also need to get an API key from OpenAI. To get that API key, I can click this button, which will bring me straight into OpenAI and bring me to the API key section. I'm going to create a new API key called financial model. And then copy this. This is the only time you're going to see the whole key exposed, so make sure you copy this. Do not share this key with someone, because this is kind of like a secret password that allows OpenAI to speak to Chipp. Back in Chipp, I'm going to paste that into this field here and click Save. Now I've got everything to test my assistant with. If I click Share, I can now get the URL, which is going to go to my end user. And I'm going to open up a new incognito tab to show you what that looks like. For my new user arriving on this page, they'll see my branded sign-in page. This allows you to collect user information on the way in. If I want to, I can click Sign Up and say that I'm a test account. I'm just going to use that for now. And now I'm interacting with my financial modeling assistant. A simple way to check if everything's working is to say, "What can you do?" ? This should respond with some information about how it's a financial modeling expert and can support me in various ways based on the prompt that I gave it in OpenAI. And here we are. We can see that everything's working and that this is a custom branded chatbot assistant. You can also see that each time I use the assistant, I'm deducting a credit. And this allows you to monetize your app per use. From here, you can also allow your user to buy credits, so you can see that same checkout page and where that's being used. And if they want to buy more credits, we securely handle all the payments via Stripe, so they can pay with various different payment methods, Apple Pay, and all the other ones. And so back here in Chipp, the last thing to show you is this, that in the users tab, I'm now collecting information about all the users that come to use my hosted assistant. This is something that's very different to OpenAI, which doesn't allow you to monetize the way you want or get access to the emails of the users using your assistant. I hope this has been helpful, and I can't wait to see what you guys build. And make sure to head over to chipp.ai, check out the details about the hackathon, and then click Get Started.